Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brad. In my hands is History Comics Hip Hop, The Beat of America by Jarrett Williams. This is a pretty interesting graphic novel. Now, for those who don't know, History Comics is a solid series from first second that takes you through, well, just history. It's clearly things like hip hop. There was the Great Chicago Fire. The Challenger explosion was one. It's just about American bison and the impact of on history. It's just a solid graphic novel series. This one obviously takes you through the history of hip hop. The method it does it is a father decides to take his daughter on kind of like a history trip, and takes her around to various locations and talks to her about the history of hip hop. It's interesting. It's a interesting graphic novel in that, and an interesting way of going about it, and that it feels more like a listing of all the important people that basically pioneered hip hop and rap, more so than like the specifics and gritty details. It is a solid listing of individuals who really just changed the game and created this entire music genre, and definitely would have me have it definitely will help me go and go create a list of all their music and go listen to them. It feels more like that than anything else. It doesn't go to too many specifics on the actual history, which is, I think, interesting. Mentions things like Beastie Boys and Michael Jackson, but doesn't talk about how like Beastie Boys, because they're white, made rap safe for suburban kids, for suburban kids and their parents type of thing. It doesn't go into East Coast, West Coast. It doesn't go into the more modern rap that goes on in different styles with that. But it brings up people like Tupac and Biggie, and it's interesting like that. Like it feels a lot like a checklist of who was important and why they're important. I think the other thing that's really difficult on it is that it's about music. And a lot of the folks, like, you needed to know their music. So that's a very difficult thing to get to come across in a graphic novel. Like, I know a lot of the music and was able to, rap along with the lyrics that were on the page, but still there's a lot that I didn't know. So you don't necessarily know all the flows and what the music sounded like, and it's kind of hard when someone's talking about breakbeats and spinning and stuff like that, and like to not hear it. But it does what it can with it. So I think that's really, really interesting. Like overall, like to me, this feels like a very good checklist of things to go discover more of than necessarily like a real dive into the history. And the thing is like any of these topics could have been a graphic novel unto itself. Just the art of spinning records and being a DJ, like that could be a graphic novel. Like, I can see that. Obviously the gangster rap and how that kind of build out of things, that could be a graphic novel by itself. The beginnings of rap itself and the economic situations that it grew out of, that could be a graphic novel itself. Obviously West Coast, East Coast wars could be a graphic novel unto itself. Like, it packs a lot, and to me, it's a good introduction. The art is cool. Like, there's a lot of well-known people, and I recognize them pretty well. Where like they pop up on the page, and you can sit there and say, all right, I know who this is. So in that way, I think it's really solid. It was kind of just skipping around, showing off. And what's nice is it also like it goes back to old school. Like it goes and talks about the influences of jazz and blues and soul and funk and all that, and how it built into hip hop, and where the roots of hip hop music. So it's good. Like as I said, like I think it's a good introduction. It's a good kind of primer. It's not necessarily one I'm going and would recommend and be like, oh yeah, this has got like the depth. And as I said, there's a lot covered, and a lot could just be a graphic novel by itself. So interesting, very very interesting. Like makes me want to go make a nice mixtape. Let's go with that. You can go get this. This is out in shops now. We got a link beneath our video. Put in your zip code. Tell for shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank First Second Hub for hooking us up with this review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep rapping to the beat. And keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.